Most of you could be asking, why is it that the impeachment motion occurred on October 2024? People are asking the questions because it looks to be too early, particularly 2 years in office, 3 years to the next general election. Why is it that it happened at this time? Why is it that President William Ruto and his team decided to impeach Gachagua at that time? Within October, all is done. First of all, let me remind you guys that the impeachment story started a long time ago. Actually, even after the differences of William Ruto and Gachagua had been seen by the public, particularly when Gachagua was complaining of denied a chopper, denied to attend some functions, denied some information, and actually now later on after the Gen Z protests, where he appeared to be completely reading from a different page with what the government was reading. So the impeachment motion started a long time ago, and people were saying that the problem is the person going to table it. Some mouthpicks, some MPs who speak on behalf of William Ruto said that the impeachment motion is there. It will come. Others did not disclose the details, but they said it will come. Most people did not believe, but it finally came, and Gachagua, as we speak right now, has been impeached. That is going to form the basis of this analysis here. But kindly, before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Now, why is it that Gachagua was impeached in October 2024? I have 3 major reasons that I've been able to sample based on my analysis that are going to justify the reasons as to why William Ruto decided to do it earlier this time. First one, it is that William Ruto wants to give a grace period, a healing period for Mount Kenya region, so that by the time he gets to 2027, some of these things could have been forgotten. Because in Kenya, we know very well, we are easily distracted by events. This happens, we get distracted by the other. We forget this one, we focus on the other one. So he did it early enough so that if it's possible that he's going to get support from the mountain, he starts creating it early enough. So he's giving time for the mountain people to heal from it, forget, and move on. Are you able to move on the mountain people? Please let me know on the comment section. Now, we also want to say that Gachagua is very lethal. If he's given too much time, he will talk until now he becomes relevant. So William Ruto has simply decided that from the psychological idea that he can be really relevant after speaking for long, talking for long, and sharing everything, maybe exhausting all his tactics, come 2022 will not have anything against William Ruto, particularly if they'll do something positive in the mountain. So therefore, they did it early enough to ensure that they have tamed Gachagua early enough. Because one thing we have to agree here on this topic and this video is that Gachagua is not a man to underrate at any cost, because there's nobody that speaks like him as we talk right now from the mountain. Nobody is listened to him like him in the mountain as we speak right now, because of all that has happened so far. Now, another reason as to why I feel that Gachagua was impeached in October 2024, it's because the government led by Ruto is trying to create the right time and enough time to do development projects in the mountain that are going to be used as a basis for campaigns within the mountain. One thing you have to agree is that so many projects are stalled within the mountain. Those projects that were launched by looking at, most of them stopped. So therefore, now that there's no development going on there, they want to start it early enough so that by 2027, you realize that Kithure Kindiki has already made an effect in the mountain, now making it easy for William Ruto to use him to campaign within the mountain. I'm not so sure, you guys, whether the development projects that are going to be brought there are going to make you vote for William Ruto. Let me also see it on the comment section. However, there's something that is touching here. We have to agree that some of these projects that are going to be brought there were supposed to come early enough. But from what happened is that there was no money within the government. Now that there was no money, William Ruto went to China and brought a loan. And then they're supposed to use the money to push for the projects, particularly in the mountain, most of them that was told. Looking at that alone, President William Ruto did not want Gachagua to be the person steering the development projects completion within the mountain. So he felt like, for us to begin with this money that we have from China, let's first get rid of him from office and get in Kindiki, so that Kindiki gets the credit of developing the projects in the mountain, of bringing development in the mountain, okay? While Rigathi Gachagua is forgotten because of failure to take the development projects. It was the same case. He was given some roles by the president of Kenya, including that one of coffee, milk, and other parts of another project in the country. But the government itself is still sabotaged him by not even passing the bill that was in parliament, basically meant to transform the coffee sector. Also, Rigathi Gachagua, of course, did not perform to his best to ensure that the coffee sector has been reformed, milk, all in other part. But the fact remains, it's that the government also played some role to slow down some of these moves that he was making as far as development is concerned within the mountain region. We even found Rigathi Gachagua complaining, even the issue with fighting alcohol, that the government, small officers within government, are sabotaging his efforts to fight illicit brew within the mountain. So therefore, it is general and in the general public that the government also did not want Rigathi Gachagua to get this good name out of what he was doing. Despite that he was not a good performer, we also want to say that the government was also doing something to ensure that Rigathi Gachagua does not get the credit of taking development to the mountain. So being that's number 2, now let me move to number 3. I feel that the general election of 2027, William Ruto is still targeting to get votes from the mountain. So therefore, doing these kind of things early enough, like impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, developing that region, will be able to wash away the kind of a rough terrain he's now receiving right now, so that at least by 2027, he gets it easy to move around the mountain and campaign. The fact remains, as we speak right now, William Ruto only has Kithure Kindiki to help him get the votes from the mountain. But the MPs cannot, considering the fact that the locals of the mountain have seen everything that has happened. I am not so sure how the people of the mountain are going to react with these kind of moves that have been made so far in the country. Because we all know that Rigathi Gachagua was campaigning for the unity of the mountain. And if there's one thing that cost him this deputy presidency, it is the unity that he was calling for the people of Mount Kenya. That is very clear. Because a united mountain is a scary mountain to William Ruto. I've done a video about this. I don't want to talk about it further. So therefore, on the comment section, I want to hear from the people of the mountain. Are the development projects, the period 3 years remaining, and any other thing that's going to happen from this time going on, going to distract you from knowing what William Ruto has done for this country, who he is, and what type of a leader he is? I want to see your answers on the comment section kindly. And please, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mokwa. See you next time for more videos.